The Airtel query, we were trying to connect with the caller, but we do have this query right now, which is 60 Bharti Airtel shares bought at about 330 rupees earlier. Well, that's the portfolio that our caller has. Bharti Airtel on its part has been also been in the news today for acquiring about 49% stake in Qualcomm India. It has acquired that stake 26% from Telecom and GTL Infra, rest 23% they'll be taking from equity. And on that note, let's first go across to Vijay. Vijay, looking at the way Bharti has ended on the bourses today, pretty much a green upside because we've seen the markets also perform pretty well. Net profit for Bharti was about 1,006 crores. But how are you reading this new buy? Because now they will be getting into the 4G space. How are the technical charts pointing out the buy for you?
Well, I believe that Bharti is a very strong contender in the entire telecom space, and it is my best pick in the entire telecom space as far as the company, the revenues, as far as the guidance goes. Now, with these new acquisitions in its pocket, with this eye on 4G and the kind of tariffs which it has slashed in 3G, I believe the intention is, very, very clear. The writing is clear on the wall. They want to get the maximum share of the pie. So, looking at this, I believe that they're going to tremendously increase the 3G revenues over a period of time. In the next couple of quarters, I believe that 3G is going to pay off very well. Secondly, the African operations has just started to pay off. So, I think that we've seen quite a bit of pain in Bharti Airtel, but now it seems that it seems to be arrested as of now, and in the next couple of quarters, I believe that it's bound to do well. So, looking at the counter, I believe that it can regain 350, 360 odd levels if somebody has a 6 months to 12 months perspective.
All right, coming to you, Hormuz, how do you read Bharti, which has performed about May last year 375, now hitting the low of 280? From this buy, what could the technical chart suggest?
Well, technically, it's not looking very strong, except for today's, uptick that it has seen, which is on a more fundamental sort of development. Otherwise, I think the chart shows it's in a clear downtrend. Yes, it is oversold to some extent, so you could see some small correction, which could take it maybe to somewhere between 310 and 330. And I think at that level, maybe some profit taking could emerge in the stock, and that longer term downtrend which is in place could probably continue from there. The 200-day moving average is currently around 360. So I think the upside would be probably max, if at all it gets to that level, it could get there. But even that does not seem likely to me, because there are lower resistances at about as I said, between 310, 330.
All right, Vijay, Hormuz, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm sorry, but we're completely out of time. But before we wrap up, Hormuz, any picks and disclosures from your side?
No picks, and I don't have any personal holdings in any of the stocks discussed. Thank you.
And Vijay, what about you? Bharti Airtel looking good for you. Any picks and disclosures?
Well, I do not hold any Bharti Airtel in my portfolio. Our clients must be having. I would like to recommend buy on dips on Raymond, and if somebody holds it with a year's perspective, I believe that it can get to 450 odd levels.
All right, we wrap it up out here. Thank you, gentlemen, for your time. Thank you for calling. We completely ran out of time. On the other side, we have tips for tomorrow with Divina.